U.S. Weekly is reporting that cameras at Minnesota's International Falls Airport captured the argument between Maddox and Pitt, which should be a huge help to investigators in the case. It could be an even bigger help to Pitt, however, as a source who saw the video claims, Brad is seen yelling a lot during it, but nothing physical. Pitt's friend went on to explain that the actor has nothing negative to say about Jolie and continues to have a huge amount of respect for the mother of his children. He is focused on the best interests of the kids right now, that is why he has remained silent despite the smears, his friend explained, adding that Pitt wants his 6 children to feel good about both their parents. The argument between Pitt and Maddox is still under investigation by both the LA County Department of Children and Family Services and the FBI. September 14, September 15, September 15, 18, September 17, 18, September 18, September 19, September 20, September 21, September 21, September 22, September 22. The Los Angeles Police Department made the decision to hand the case over to federal authorities after they were informed of the incident by DCFS because the incident happened in the air and not in a specific jurisdiction. A statement from the FBI said, "In response to your inquiry regarding allegations within the special aircraft jurisdiction of the United States, specifically, an aircraft carrying Mr. Brad Pitt and his children, the FBI is continuing to gather facts and will evaluate whether an investigation at the federal level will be pursued." TMZ reported earlier this week that it was an anonymous source who called in the complaint to DCFS, alleging that there was both physical and verbal abuse during a confrontation between Pitt and one of his children. On Thursday morning, a police car was seen arriving at the Jolie Pitt compound in the Hollywood Hills, where Pitt is believed to be staying while Jolie and the children are at a Malibu rental home. Pitt has hired Lance Spiegel to represent him in the divorce. His previous clients include Charlie Sheen, Eva Longoria, and Michael Jackson. It was revealed on Thursday that 15-year-old Maddox, the couple's oldest son, was the child involved in the confrontation. Maddox was adopted by Jolie from Cambodia when he was only a few months old back in 2002, while she was still married to Billy Bob Thornton. Jolie and Thornton split just 3 months later and divorced the following year, with Thornton never legally adopting the boy. The actress and Pitt then began dating sometime around 2004 or 2005, and in 2006 Pitt adopted both Maddox and his little sister Zahara. A colleague of the couple tells Access Hollywood that while Jolie wants the children to have a relationship with Pitt, there are no plans for visitation between the 6 kids and their father at this time. TMZ reports that Pitt will be seeking joint custody. And while the divorce did not come as a surprise to Pitt, he was thrown off by the time according to those close to the actor. He was appealing to her to do this quietly, not to save the marriage but to consider the well-being of the children. And it was ignored, a source close to the actor told People. The source added, there was clearly a breaking point, where she'd just had enough. He may have been broken himself and said he couldn't go on, and she reacted. This has been difficult for a while. A source close to Jolie meanwhile said, things built and built over time, it wasn't any one thing. She's loved this man for several years, and, divorce, is not something you do impulsively. That source said that in the end Jolie did what she needed to do. The Jolie source added, however, they have 6 kids together and are always going to be in each other's lives. Jolie did not respond to a request for comment while a spokesperson for Pitt reiterated the actor's statement from earlier in the week in which he said, "I am very saddened by this, but what matters most now is the well-being of our kids. I kindly ask the press to give them the space they deserve during this challenging time." Both sides have been adamant that there was no extramarital affair and that both are committed to their children, despite false reports that Pitt had engaged in a relationship with his allied co-star Marion Cotillard. On Wednesday, Cotillard revealed that she is pregnant with her second child and vehemently denied having an affair with Pitt. Cotillard, 40, wrote a lengthy Instagram message to make the announcement and to dispel rumors on Wednesday before confirming that her partner of 8 years Guillaume Canet is the father of her unborn child. "This is going to be my first and only reaction to the whirlwind news that broke 24 hours ago and that I was swept up into," the actress said in her post. "I am not used to commenting on things like this nor taking them seriously," she continued, "but as this situation is spiraling and affecting people I love, I have to speak up." She concluded her message by wishing Brad and Angelina Jolie well. "Finally, I do very much wish that Angelina and Brad, both whom I deeply respect, will find peace in this very tumultuous moment. With all my love, Marianne." Her well wishes come despite a source telling DailyMail.com that Jolie was so jealous of Couture on the Allied set that she would not even speak to the French star. Angelina completely ignored Marianne on the set, and when Marianne tried to talk to her she just looked the other way, said the source, who is close to both Jolie and Pitt. Marianne was devastated. Here she is thinking she is going to meet this great UN ambassador and instead Angelina refuses to speak to the woman because of her own jealousy. Jolie filed for divorce from Pitt on Monday for the health of her family, 2 years after they wed at their French estate Chateau Miraval. The actress filed papers citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split and asked for physical custody of the couple's 3 biological children as well as their 3 adopted children, Maddox, 15, Pax, 12, and Zahra, 11. Pitt is said to have been furious over Jolie's appointment of Armine Kohelik, 48, and Chloe Dalton, 37, 2 former political aides to British politician William Hague. A source told The Sun they were brought in to help with her campaign work and speech writing and urged Pitt to reduce the couple's support staff. Brad sees the women as a coven. He was furious at some of Arminka's decisions, the source said. The decisions are said to have included ditching Pitt's security team, some of whom had worked for the star for 20 years. Lady Hellick is seen as a key person on Team Angie as the actress braces herself for the aftermath of her decision to divorce Pitt. A source told Daily Mail's Alison Boshoff that Lady Hellick is smart, strong, and impeccably loyal, adding that she is Angelina's assistant, advisor and best friend. Angelina watched Lady Hellick be admitted to the House of Lords in 2014. They often travel together. Recent trips include a visit to the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands and one to Burma at election time last summer. Boshoff adds that the Baroness' place in Jolie's inner circle is so central that she was with her when news of the divorce became public.